good evening, Vegas. Hello. You have come with the exact fucking energy that I need this evening. 3 out of 10 already. Absolutely love it. Have you had a good day so far? You look and feel like you have. Thank you so much for coming to my 80th show. It's a very, very big monumental show for me tonight. Say hello to Eric, my piano player. Eric, say hello to all of my friends. And I will tell you a little bit why this show is so monumental. So, I don't know if you're aware of this, but in total I'm doing 50 weekends, right? 50 weekends with me. And this is the end, tonight is the last show of weekend 40. So 50 weekends is 100 shows, obviously. So for this to be the last sort of, big weekend in terms of how it sounds as a number, like, because 43 ain't got the quite same ring as 40 or 50. It's like, we've only been counting shows upwards, really up until the last few weeks. And now this really is like 10, 9, 8, 7. So I'm really, really proud of myself getting this far, especially with how it started. It started so fucking terribly, but it's going to end so fabulously. But it's a really, really nice big show for us tonight, and we're so thrilled that you took the time to come and spend some time with us. So really do appreciate it. I'm in the middle of last night. I'm sure you can hear it in my talking voice and my singing voice a little bit. That girl is tired, right? Your girl was tired. I didn't sleep very well, and Ursula from the ocean has come for my chest tonight. I can't hit my head notes properly. I didn't sleep very well and my chest is on fire. The chest is on fire, like I can tell I'm going to have a cough in like 10 days. But I'm still here, don't worry about it, I'm still here obviously. But the reason I said that your energy is exactly what I needed, because had you been a sleeper crowd, which sometimes there are sleeper crowds, oh my God, I would have been, it's okay, it's okay, I don't mind, as long as there's a fucking audience, I don't mind. But when I walked out, that's why I nearly cried at the end of Hello. I was like, oh, thank God, because I really needed to. Are you ready to do karaoke with me tonight? Okay, let me get to know some of you a little bit. Do we have any special occasions here tonight? Well, I can see that it's somebody's birthday because she's got a cake on her head. Do we have any birthdays here tonight? Happy birthday. Do we have any big birthdays? Do you have any 16th? Oh my God, we do have any 60s. Do we have any 18th birthdays? One up there. Do we have any 21st birthdays? Do we have any 25 birthdays? This is going to be fun. Watch how many people cheer as I get older. Do we have any 30 birthdays here tonight? Do we have any 35th birthdays here tonight? 40ths. 45ths. 50ths. 85ths. Anyway, happy birthday tonight. Even if it's not a big one, happy birthday. Do we have any anniversaries here tonight? Well, happy anniversary. Last week I got into a bit of a kerfunk because two people very much let me know it was one of their anniversaries, so they really wanted me to know it was, and they were sitting separately. So I was like, we'll wait for a few more songs, and if there's any random empty seats, or two together, then we can move you guys together. So eventually, a woman offered to move, right? So I was like, look at this lovely lady, to the wife. I was like, you can go and sit with your husband, and she wouldn't. She wouldn't go and sit with your husband. So for 2 times during my show, they wasted my time, even though it was their idea to get my attention. And I get it. Maybe she was really excited, and maybe she'd never been to one of my shows or something. But I'm like, you should really put your priorities in check. You should sit with your husband on the anniversary. He probably bought the tickets. He's probably treating you. It was very strange. I was really pissed off, wasn't I? I nearly went very North London on them, but then I was just like, forget it. Anyway, happy anniversary. Do we have any late Valentine's gifts here tonight? A few. Well, all right, good for you. Do we have any girls' trips? Hello, ladies. Do we have any gays' trips here tonight? Hello. Do we have anyone who is here on their own tonight? Oh, hello. Welcome on your own. It's very, very brave. I used to do it all the time when I was younger, and it's absolutely underrated. More people should do things on their own. Thank you for coming and being brave. Do we have anyone here? It's absolutely fine. I will not be offended. Don't worry at all. Please raise your hand very enthusiastically if you were dragged here against your will tonight. Yes, it's usually straight men. Exactly. Well, welcome. You're going to get laid tonight, not only for bringing your partner, but also I make love-making music, baby-making music, all of it. All right, so it's a win-win for both of us, really, isn't it? And do we have any mothers and their kids, mothers and daughters, mothers and sons? That's my favourite category, no offence to all the other ones. It's just that I pray with all of my might that when my kid is older, when he's an adult, he wants to go to shows with me. Right now, he only goes with me because I take him, obviously, you know. But, you know, when he can go and do things on his own, I really, really hope that he still wants to hang out with me. Anyway, how many of you have not seen the show before? That's what I like to hear. Thank you for coming. Do we have any repeat offenders here tonight? Oh, that's quite a few tonight. Well, that's the highest compliment, so thank you so much for coming back. Everyone else is obviously worth it if they've come back, so all good. So this show is a grower and not a shower. And it is my absolute pride and joy. And I was speaking to my band and my crew after soundcheck earlier. And just, you know, because we've gotten to this point, we've only got 10 weekends left and stuff like that. This is the most magical show that I've ever done in lots of ways, not only in terms of the production and the set list and things like that and it being in this room, but it just came at such a incredible time in my life where it was, when I say incredible, I don't necessarily mean just good, it was like also fucking terrible at the time, you know, when I first decided that I wanted to do the show here and stuff. And as I mentioned a minute ago, it got off very fucking badly, the first one. And then I stood back from it and I was like, what do I really want this show to be? I ended up completely reworking it. But this show is a visual and it's a visual representation, but more than anything, it's a feeling. I really hope that you're able to feel the feeling that I put into this show, because I feel it every single night. I have done 79 times and I will do again tonight for my 80th time. I want you to feel things while you're here. Are you ready to go on an emotional journey with this? But are you ready to go on your own emotional journey with it? Because it ain't only mine, it's yours. I'm going to drag you head first through all of your emotional dirt. Past, present and future dirt. And I'm sure I'm going to cry a few times because it is a big weekend, and also because I'm tired and Ursula came from my voice, but I know you've got my back, so it's all good. So this one I'm going to do for you now. Don't worry, the show does it. It's not all piano ballads and me just sitting here chatting shit. And I'm going to give you one more piano ballad, and then I'm going to give you loads of other piano ballads, but with a bit more rhythm, a bit more bass line, a bit more percussion. So for the people that got dragged along today, you know, it is a lot of ballads. It is. I do have 3 up-tempo songs, which I'll do for you very shortly, and I'm going to do all 3 in a row. Get them out of the way, pretend I'm someone I'm not, and then we can go back to being miserable together. This is a bit of an oldie. I stopped singing it for a very long time because I was still a bit salty, but we like doing it again now, don't we, Eric? So please lend me your voices. This is Turning Tables. Oh, hang on, Eric, hang on. I forgot to tell them. Sorry. Sorry. I wanted to let you know, even though this is a very posh seated venue, it's actually not a seated show, right? So sit down, stand up whenever you want. And for anyone who gets annoyed if someone who happens to be 7 foot is standing up in front of them, don't worry, because you saw how big these screens are at the side, right? They cost me a bloody fortune. But I wanted to have them so that everyone could do whatever they wanted in here and always see and get a glimpse of my giant big fat head on the screen, okay? So I'm not saying that as in stand up for a ballad, but I'm just saying whenever you feel like it, stand up, have a dance, cry, cuddle, sit down, nod off for the people who got dragged along, whatever you want, okay? But this is your show, not just mine, alright? Alright, turn it over. Can you see the back of these? Now is the perfect time for me to do my lottery. See, Paul, you bring out my Tombola, by the way. That was the first of the 3 up-tempos I told you I was going to be giving you all at once. So there are 2 more to come. So, I'm going to do a couple actually, because someone on my team, on my Vegas team, got an email from somebody who got an email from somebody else earlier on today of some woman who had bought tickets on the front row, and she's like, oh no, I can't make it. Is there anyone you know that would want to go? And I'm like, well, no, not at short notice then, is it? So, I'm going to do 2.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so the first one, basically with my lottery seats, normally I have 2 seats down here towards the front, and every single seat on the very, very top balcony is inside of my tombola that I just picked these out of. So I always call out 1 seat and then they can bring 1 person down with them. But the first one that I'm going to do tonight, but sometimes that's a bit awkward because a lot of the time people come in big groups, right? Or at least like a group of like 4 friends or whatever, so like someone has to like choose their favourite and I always feel a bit bad. So the first one I'm going to call, you can bring 3 people with you, and you can come and sit in that lady's seats who couldn't make it tonight. There's 4 seats down here at the very, very front. It's a gift from me, from her via me, so it's not... Anyway, block 402. Row F, F for Freddie, my dog. I was going to say, fuck, yes, it's fuck. F for fuck. You know that's what I wanted to say, it's me, Adele. Row F for fuck. Seat 212. Fuck 212. But they're all checking their seats. Who is it? Who is it? Is it you? Is it you? It is you too? Are you okay? Well, why don't you pick 2 people to bring down with you? They're gonna eat like, yay! Okay, just take your time, don't worry, go to the nearest attendant, they'll bring you down. Okay, now the next one. Oh, block 402, lucky block 402 tonight. You can come down to my normal seats, which are also down here towards the front. Block 402, that doesn't feel fair. Can you bring the tombola back out? That's a pretty big win for block 402, so that's our 4 seats down there. Voice, look at me screaming. 407, row A for Adele, 707. Row A, 707. Is it you? Is it you in the great? Yes, we're fantastic. Look at that, I love that. 407, 407. That was our first chart from a block, wasn't it? Love that. You know, even if I picked out like a 403, I would have lied and said, it's 407, but it was 407, I'll prove it to you. I feel bad then, I think you're going to think I'm lying. Can you put the camera, can you zoom in? Zoom in. Zoom in on it. What camera? Is this 407? Do you believe me? 407. I like that chant there. If I notice any other empty seats, I'll let you know and you can all start chanting. We'll have a chant off. Right. Stand back up, so I've got 2 more up tempos and then that's it. How many people here have any ex-boyfriends or girlfriends that they don't like? I mean, why else would we all be here together on a Saturday night? This next song is for all of them. Fuck them. Just at the time. I do t-shirt guns, all the disclaimer of when I do it. So when I do, the reason I started doing my t-shirt guns was because years ago, well, it's in 2016 or 2017, like I was just saying, but then you completely made me lose my thought of track there. I absolutely love you. Oh, I see you, little one. I'm going to shoot it for you in a minute. Anyway, so years ago, when I was last on tour, because this isn't a tour, this is just a long run of shows, but you know, it's everything great about a tour, but not a tour. You know, it's like doing shows, but not having to go anywhere. And it's and I couldn't go anywhere this time because, you know, I'm sure you heard I'm divorced and stuff like that. And I can't take my child out of his life, and I don't have my kid all the time anymore. And I'm certainly not going to spend time away from my child to do something that is this. So. Okay. But anyway, when I was last on tour and I was married and my son was with me, I was playing like very big venues. I was playing like stadiums and stuff like that, and it didn't feel. I just didn't believe that everyone at the back was real, sitting like in a 100,000 capacity room. They could have had cardboard cutouts of people for all they knew. And also, it could have been a really good impersonator on stage, because even with screens this big in a stadium, from far back, someone else could get away with doing it. So I was like, how can I like, engage with people that I can't see, and how can the people that can't really see me engage with me? And I was seeing as I'm in a sporting room, or a sporting field, whatever, let me be my own mascot. So that's how the t-shirt gun was born for me during my shows. And I wasn't originally going to do it here at Caesars, because obviously it's like a fraction of the size. Hang on, I've got to do middle balcony, you see. It's 2 at the top and then 2 in the middle. But quick disclaimer, please don't lean over the balconies. I know that sounds like dead obvious, but you'd be really surprised. Some people are like thick as shit, right? So please don't lean over the balconies, because that would just be terrible. Absolutely terrible, devastating and stupid. And if you're near a child, give it to the child, okay? I have 2 more after this, don't worry. Okay, middle balcony, ready? I flop sometimes with this, because... Oh, yes. The curve of the middle balcony is a bit harder. Makes it all good. I've been drinking so much hot honey. I've got 2 more. They're over the other side of the stage. Do you know what I'm doing tomorrow? Straight after this show, I'm going on voice rest. Can you imagine how hard me not talking for like 3 days is? So I'm going to be in bed coughing my guts up and on complete voice rest. And not only is my partner an absolute chatterbox, but so is my son. So I'm going to have to like lock myself in a cupboard or something like that. Right, come on, Tom, back. We'll give you a chance. All right, who got that one? Very nice. Okay, one more for the... See, the reason I go to the middle, for the middle balcony, is because this tends to like hit the balcony ledge, and then you miss it. I try. Yes. 4 out of 4 tonight. Very nice. Okay, right. Anyway, so I'm going to be on voice rest for a couple of days, because clearly it's, like I said, Ursula is coming for me. But it's been 2 weeks, maybe this is the 2nd week. Last weekend I made very, very solid plans with my gay friends that they were going to come round. Oh, I love my gays, so they lighted me laugh. That they were going to come round to my house and we were going to like light a fire, maybe have a spritzer, which obviously now I can't have, damn it. But, and we were going to sit down and watch the new J-Lo movie, right, which I have been so excited about. And yes, you can come, my love, that's absolutely fine. Jump on the plane later. And then, because I'm flying back tonight to make sure I make it back for the gays tomorrow. And by the way, I call myself I'm the gays as well. We are called the gayest gays, that is what we're called. You're gayer than gay, that's what we always say to each other. Anyway, I'm straight, but you know, I just put myself in the group, that's what they call me. Anyway, I have been so excited. Then last weekend, even though they've been very firm plans, because we've been waiting for the movie to come out on Prime, the bitches fucking made other plans, they already had plans, and left me on my own. And then I ended up like saying yes to my son having a sleepover with 5 boys. That's pre-teen, they're 11-year-olds. I mean, they're actually absolutely fine, but it was, the house was a mess, and had to like order like 4 different Postmates from different things because they couldn't agree on one thing. But anyway, tomorrow that's finally what we're doing. But the sad part is I can't give my opinion, my review of the movie. But I love J-Lo, so that's what I'll be doing tomorrow in silence. Right, let me say hello to our guests. So these are the first guests. Madam, did I call out your seat, didn't I? I called out yours, I'm sorry. I saw you stand up first. What is your name, sir? Robert or Robin? Robert, and who are you here with tonight? Stephanie. So Robert and Stephanie, and where have you guys come from tonight? From Nashville. I love Nashville. Oh my God, I love Nashville. Okay, and when did you guys get into town? What else? What have you done? What have you done while you've been here? What are the new places? Let me know, I don't know. Fontainebleau, is that how you say it? Is it nice? Oh yeah, I haven't been there. Didn't they have a big grand opening like a month ago or something like that? Is someone doing a residency there yet? Who's performing there? Who? Who? John Summit. Oh, DJ. That's not my world, DJ. It was like, I'm 35, it was about 30 years ago. It was. I was an underage drinker and clubber, that's what I used to do in my old days. And when are you guys here until? Tomorrow, oh, okay. May I ask what you do? I know I'm being nosy, I don't really meet new people very often. Oh, investment management. Oh, maybe I should invest in something. Let's book a meeting. Well, thank you so much for coming to the show. And then, so is it just you two that we're here tonight? Is that correct? And then, is this who you'd... Oh, lovely. Okay, so had you said hello to each other before the tickets? Before the lottery tickets? Well, there we go. So, what is your name? Marco, hello. And what is your mum's name? Sandra, hello. And where have you guys come from tonight? Guatemala. And then, where do you live, sorry? Me and my son. Hello, darling. You're lovely. I could go up. So normally, hello. So normally when I walk through the crowd, I would normally, you all look so beautiful, I can't get over it. Hello, I love you too in your puffer jacket. Hello, everybody else. So normally, my hair is all over the place. So normally, I have another microphone with me, and I would have spotted someone during the first song that I would have wanted to say hi to. And I would be like, hi, what's your name, where'd you come from? And what's one of your favourite memories from when you were younger? However, a lot of people, including me by the feels of it, are sick, and I haven't wanted to get sick, but yeah, I got sick. But I haven't been able to risk getting sick because lots of people don't know they're sick. Could I say sick any more times? I don't know. But it's not that I don't love you, it's just that I don't trust you and that you might have the germs and not know about it. And also now tonight I don't want to give it to you, whatever I thought. Anyway, let me get a sip of my water. Didn't take one breath in. Anyway, so, like I just said. I normally ask what one of their favourite memories is, and every show I've been giving a memory of my own. One of my favourite memories from when I was younger, a different memory every night. This is my 80th one, so you can imagine it's gotten a little bit boring. Because I can't remember 80 brilliant, fun, amazing memories to give. And you know, I had a wonderful childhood, but I'm a very sad person, so I have a lot of bad memories too. But I don't want to give you my bad memories, A, because they're all in my songs, so you don't need to hear them again, but also because, you know, it's not like joyful to be like, oh, you know, anyway. So trying to remember them has been quite hard, but I did remember one last week, or actually the week before last, but I forgot to tell it last week, so I'm going to tell it tonight. So after the Super Bowl a couple of weeks ago, sorry, I turned my back on you, sorry. A couple of weeks ago, after it finished, me and my friends watched pretty much every single Super Bowl performance, halftime performance that's ever been done. And then I had never done that. I'd seen like all of the main ones and things like that, but we went back to like, you know, when MTV were doing it and things like that, and it was like these crazy mashups and things like that. And so obviously my favourite halftime performance of all time is obviously Beyonce, not just because I'm like a #1 fan, but also I just think it is the best one. However, I saw one that is easily my second, and I also hold it very highly up there, also right next to Beyonce, was Bruce Springsteen's halftime performance. I'm a big fan of Bruce Springsteen, don't get me wrong. But you know, I'm British, and before Beyonce headlined, I'd never even watched the Super Bowl, so, you know, before she did the halftime performance, so I thought he was absolutely, hands down, fucking incredible. He knew exactly what his vibe was and what people wanted from him, and he nailed it. And then I started telling my friends a story of in 2016, when I was on tour with my third album with 25. I was in Portugal, I was in Lisbon, in Portugal, and it was the best show actually. It ended up being the best show of the whole tour, sorry. Because they were just so fucking loud, it was absolutely crazy. I had to take these little things I wear in my ears. I had had to take them out because what you hear is like a millionth of a second later than what it is that we hear in our ears. And they were so loud that I was singing out of time with my ears, so I had to take them out and just sing along with the crowd. Anyway, the night before was Rock in Rio in Lisbon, in Portugal, and Bruce Springsteen was headlining. So I went, and I was wearing like a black top and some parachute pants, and it was freezing. I wasn't expecting it to be freezing. And me and Bruce Springsteen are label mates, but that doesn't mean anything really, because I don't know him, or anything like that. So you wouldn't, anyway, I got let backstage of the festival thing. And I was sitting outside minding my business, and suddenly someone put a coat on me, so I was like, oh fucking hell, it's cold. And from behind someone put a coat on me, Bruce fucking Springsteen gave me his fucking coat. And I wore it the whole show. I went out walking out. In his corduroy coat. He was the nicest man I've ever met, and his wife was so nice as well. But I wanted to tell that story last week because I also wanted to tell everyone, if you haven't seen the Bruce Springsteen halftime performance, you should absolutely watch it. It's top tier. And then I wanted to show everybody him getting users coat. I gave it back, obviously. I could have run away with it, but I didn't. But that was also one of the best shows I've ever seen ever. He's just a fucking don. Love him. Anyway, that's my memory. Fish and I. And on that note, this is when we were young. Listen, I look crazy, I feel crazy. I know the amount of effort and what a pain in the fucking arse it is to come all the way to Vegas to see someone's show. And I know that some of you might live here, and I'm not saying you only came here necessarily for this. I'm sure you've built a whole itinerary around whatever, coming to Vegas, but it's such a big arse, and I just want you to know how grateful I am, and that I'm aware of how much of an arse it is. I love these shows so much because it's been such an important one for me. And I was so worried about my voice, but you guys have my back the whole time. Thank you so much. I've got 2 more songs for you, then I'm going to go on my voice rest and have some messengers. I love you so much, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Got 2 more songs for you, and 1 more up tempo.